Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Dhruv Bindrani here with you, and today is going to be a bit of a different video to what I usually do. I'm sitting down and showing you what Mudon Al Ranim is. Last time what I did was give a tour of it. I like to be physically present, but this time I just thought why not explain everyone what Mudon is internally, just showing it on the map. What are the matured communities looking like, and also at the same time what Mudon Al Ranim is as well. Now it's been 2 months since I've posted, which is completely fine, which is gonna get back on track, left where it was, and just be more consistent on the YouTube scene. But anyways, on the screen you'll be able to see Mudon Al Ranim, and which is by Dubai Properties. Obviously, the whole of Mudon is in fact by Dubai Properties. But let's just go ahead and see what I'm going to be showing you in the video. First of all, you'll be able to see what's the location of Mudon, what is within Mudon, what Mudon offers. You have the matured communities inside. You have Mudon Al Rani, which is going to be our main focus of this video. The prices and the returns, the comparisons, and also what is the future ahead of Mudon. Looking at the location, I'll just show with my mouse. On the right side, you have the Sukem Street, which is right over here, and opposite that, you have the Sustainable City. You have on the left side the Hessa Street. Both Hessa Street and Sukem Street are going immense expansion, so a lot of traffic is moving away from this particular area. Just below Mudon, you're going to have your Emirates Road, which is going to also facilitate you, and above that is Damak Hills. So you have Damak Hills, and just above that you have a road called Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road. Now, looking within Mudon, on the right side you'll be able to see you have one entry and exit, and the second one just below. You have basically have two entry and exits. On the other side, on the left side, you'll be able to see a third entry and exit point. You have one school within the community which is going to be ready by August 2026. Then you have a Mudon Park as well, which is accessible by all the residents in Mudon. You have a community center which gives you basically your everyday needs. Let's say you have supermarket, Gion supermarket is there. There's a Starbucks within the community center. You have a restaurant within the community center. You have a nursery as well. You have your laundromats. You have your optical centers. You have also your smartphone needs, your gadget needs. Everything is basically there within the community center. You also have a tutoring club, and you also have one more thing, which is the King's Medical Hospital Clinic. Right now, looking at the other parts, on the left side you'll see that there's another school as well, which is just outside Mudon, which is called the Jabal Ali Village, Jabal Ali School, Jabal Ali Village, or Jabal Ali something. It's a school, right, which is more important. On the Sustainable City side as well, you have one more school, which is called the Far Green International School. And then where you see the community center, mosque, school, and all of that, that I will be explaining in the future ahead. So that's just it about internally and how Mudon is strategically located. Let's say you're about 12 to 15 minutes away from the Dubai Hills Mall or Dubai Hills Estate in general. You're approximately 30 minutes away to downtown Dubai, 30 minutes away to Marina or even Palm Jumeirah. You're approximately 25 minutes away to Al Maktoum International Airport, which is going to be the largest airport in the world, uh, at least operational in the whole world. And then you also have your DXB International Airport, currently at about 35 to 40 minutes. So that's about it about the location and what is within Mudon, obviously, right? Looking at what Mudon offers you in terms of the properties. Obviously, you have apartments, which is Mudon Views. You have 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments within Mudon Views. But our main focus is going to be townhouses and villas, specifically in Mudon Al Ranim, yes. But just quick brief through of the other matured communities as well. Townhouses wise, you have Arabella, Naseem, Al Salam, and Mudon Al Ranim. In Arabella, Naseem, and Salam, you might find some villas as well, but majority of the villas in Mudon are occupied by the community called Rahat. Okay. Looking at the matured communities, I'll quickly brush through the prices. In Rahat, you have approximately 400 to 450 units. In Naseem, approximately 350 townhouses and 50 villas. These are just approx prices that I've been able to find online because these are comparatively older communities. So a lot of the data that I found was quite hard to find. But ignoring that, in Salam, you have approximately 350 units. In Arabella, 1000 to 1200. This is majority because Obviously you have three phases of Arabella, 1, 2 and 3. So there is quite, it's a quite dense community, right? Looking at the breakdown, you have 3 to 5 bedroom villas. In Rahat, you have 4 and 5 semi-detached villas. In Naseem, you have 4 bed villas in Naseem as well. And in Al Salam, you have 4 bedroom townhouses. In Arabella, you have 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses, 3 and 4 bed semi-detached, and also 5 bedroom detached, right? Looking at the prices, it's a very stable community, obviously, as of now, no matter the situation. Rahat is looking at 6.2 to 11 million dirhams. Naseem is looking at 5 to 5.5 million for the semi-detached villas and 9.5 million plus for the villas. In Salam, you have 5 million to 5.5 ones again. And Arabella, the 3 bedroom townhouses start at the lowest range, costing you around 2.8 to 3.4. 3 beds around 3.3 beds semi-detached around 3.8 to 4.8. Then in 4 bed semi-detached, you have 4.2 to 5.3, and then in 5 bed semi-detached you have 6 to 6.5. Obviously there are some townhouses and some detached villas that will cost you comparatively higher, because many of these units have been owned by the owner for quite a long time. Maybe they might have renovated it, put some new finishes into the house, and which might cost the new buyer comparatively more to what the market holds. Looking at the rents, average for all in Rahat villas will be 290 to 350,000. Again, we are looking at a higher price point if the villa has been renovated. In Naseem, we're looking at 230 to 250k for the semi-detached. The villas will be around 400,000. In Salam, you're looking at 240 to 280,000. And Arabella, again, different pricings, 150 to 170k for the 3 bedroom townhouses, 220 to 250k for the 3 bedroom semi-detached. Then 4 bedroom semis will be around 250 to 260, and the 5 bed semis will be 275 to 320,000. Now let's focus on Mudon Al Ranim. Now Mudon Al Ranim is divided into 8 phases. Phases 1 to 4 have a similar floor plan, and phases 5 to 8 have a similar floor plan, which I've broken down in this particular slide, right? So in uh, in in the whole of Mudon Al Ranim, you're looking at approximately 1,600 townhouses. Phases 1 to 4, if I remember correctly, has 778 townhouses, and the rest are divided between 5, 6, 7, and 8. There are 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses which have two types. You have the G+1 layout and the G+2 layout. On the right side, where I've shown you the photos, the first slide which is on the top is the first photo which is on the top is basically Mudon Al Ranim 1 to 4. You can see the finishes in that, and then in the second photo there are different finishes. You have the facade which is completely different, which is basically a whole glass facade, which means more sunlight coming in. So depending on your preference, you can choose whichever one you want, right? Now, phases 1 to 4, the G+1 is approximately 2,217 square feet. Plot sizes for either 3 bedroom G+1 or 3 bedroom G+2 are realistically the same. It varies from 1,800 to 1,900 square feet. It's just the built up that is different. And in built up area, the G+2 is sitting at 2,570 square feet, right? The 4 bedroom townhouses is where a major change comes in. In the G+1 layout, you're looking at 2,550 square feet of living area, and in G+2 you're looking at 2,978, and it's quite spacious. If someone wants to finally live in their their house, and a 4 bed G+2 is something which they really find nice, I would say it's a very good deal to find, and also a spacious home as well. Looking at the phases 5 to 8, you're looking at the G+1 layout at 2,350 square feet, the G+2 at 2,914 square feet. And yes, these townhouses are comparatively bigger to the phases 1 to 4, right? Now, looking at the 4 bedroom townhouses in phases 5 to 8, you have 2,468 square feet of built up area, and then in G+2 you have 3,004 square feet. Now, the plot sizes for the 4 bedroom are in the range of 2,600 to approximately 3,000, I would say. That's what the majority of the townhouses hold. But whereas if you look at some of the townhouses, there are plot sizes which go even up to 5,800 or 6,000 square feet, which are quite rare to find. Most of them are either on the park or just pure corner units, right? And these are very limited again. Floor plans wise, this is what the phases 1 to 4 look like. The majority of the difference is going to be in the facade. So let's just quickly see how different the layouts are. Entering the 3 bedroom, you have your rights on the right side. You have your maid's room, you have your laundry, you have your powder room, and on the left side will be your storage, which Also, just behind the storage is your stairs, and then your living and dining area. The best thing about Mudon, as I always say, it comes with fitted appliances. Many of the townhouses don't come with fitted appliances, and that's what is one of the best things Mudon Al Ranim, in fact, Dubai Properties has done, right? Upstairs, you have your master bedroom, you have your walk in closet, you have your ensuite washroom, and then the two other bedrooms share a washroom on the top, right? Looking at the 3 bed G plus 2, the difference is going to be the family room on the floor. So instead of the stairs ending at first floor, they go up to the second floor where you have a massive room. Maybe you can make it a family lounge, you can make it a gaming room, you can make it a kids room, or you can make it like a lounge area is what basically most of the people have done. And then you have a small balcony, not small, I would say it's a pretty spacious balcony. Plus these G plus 2 units are majority on the park, which means you're overlooking the garden, which is quite beautiful. And if you want to obviously see these houses in real life, you have to obviously get in touch with me. Looking at the floor plans of phases 1 to 4, once again, of the 4 bedroom G plus 2, you enter from the side. You on the left side you have your living area, you have your dining area, and then on the right side where you come, you have your maid's room. You also have your guest washroom and your guest bedroom. So the guest washroom and the guest bedroom are not attached. It's just like a clubbed what we say powder room and a shower room. And then you also have your storage and laundry area. Going upstairs, you have your master bedroom, which obviously has an ensuite washroom. The other two bedrooms are sharing a washroom, once again, similarly like the 3 bedroom. In the G plus 2, you have the top floor, which is again amazing. The size of these is pretty massive. It's really nice to have that extra room on the top, which you can make it as a uh, guest lounge, family lounge once again. Now, this is where the major change comes in. Looking at the phases 5 to 8, you'll see the glass facades are quite different in the 4 bedroom, especially, right? Again, layout wise, pretty similar for the 3 bed, at least, as much as I can say. 3 bedrooms are pretty similar. You have the standard layout, ensuite washroom for the master bedroom, and the other washroom is shared by the 2 bedrooms. Let's look at 5 to 8 for the 4 bedroom. When you zoom into the house, what you'll see is layout wise, it's again pretty much the same, but right over here, where I'm clicking, where I'm showing you, if you can see, right over here, it's basically an open facade. So instead of a 3 point, let's say the height of the roof is 3.2 or 3.1 or 3.2 meters or even 3.3 meters, it doubles in height. So you have a 6.4, 6.6 meter insane, kind of facade, or sorry, like it just expands into the living area. So it makes you feel the house is quite spacious and quite big, which means you will have a lot of sunlight coming into the house as well. But it depends, of course, preference to preference, it's different for everyone, right? You have your walk-in closet again, ensuite washroom for the master bedroom, and the other washroom is shared by the 2 bedrooms. So prices and returns wise, we're looking at a G plus 1 costing you around 3.3 million to 3.8 million dirhams. You have your phases 5 to 8, which will cost you from 2.8 to 3.4 million dirhams. Now, the major difference is that phases 1 to 4 is ready. 4 is in the process of getting handed over. We have a lot of units for rent. We are looking for sale units as well at the same time. But phases 5 to 8 is from 2.8 to 3.4 million, which means it is still yet to face the same kind of appreciation that phases 1 to 4 has faced, right? The 3 bed G plus 2, 3.8 to 4.2 million for the ready units, and then 3.5 to 3.75 for the phases 5 to 8. 4 bed G plus 1 costing at 4.3 to 4.8 million dirhams. 4.3 would be for a road facing unit, 4.8 million would be something around on the green belt, one of which we have sold for 4.8 million dirhams, and it was a beautiful unit, and the family loves the house. The kids love the football park, the kids love the basketball courts, the tennis courts. It's just the green belt in phases 1 to 4 is amazing. When you see the tour, what I've given in the previous video, it's incredibly nice. When you walk into the green belt, you have your outdoor fitness zone, you have your kids play area, you have your swimming pool, you have which also has a small waterfall feature. You have so many sports courts. You have basketball, tennis court, volleyball, beach volleyball, sorry. You also have your football pitch, you have a football lawn as well for the smaller kids. You have a lot of amenities to enjoy in Mudon Al Ranim. Now, phases 5 to 8 obviously haven't seen the same kind of appreciation yet. They are yet to see that. 3.9 million to 4.4 million is what you can get in 4-bedroom G plus 1 for phases 5 and 8. And then 4-bed G plus 2 is from 5.2 to 5.6 million dirhams, and phases 5 to 8, 4.85 to 5.3 million dirhams. Now, the G plus 2 layouts have seen so much appreciation, and the potential of those is quite nice because these are scarce units, right? Something which is not available to everyone will always see higher amount of appreciation, right? Now the rental price, we're looking at phases 1 to 4 only. So a 3-bedroom G plus 1 is 170 to 190,000. G plus 2 will be around 215 to 230,000. G plus 1 will be 235 to 260,000. Sorry, the 4-bed G plus 1 will be 235 to 260K. The 4-bed G plus 2 will be 270 to 300,000. And you're looking at a pretty good ROI in terms of if you're buying right now as well. You're getting 5 to 6% return, which is quite nice. Now, if you're someone who's invested in the off-plan stage, obviously you're looking at 8 to 9%. But for someone who's buying in right now and is an investor wanting a good piece of land which will hold the value or even increase in value in the future, and also at the same time have good ROI, this is a very good project for that as well. And the price per square feet, you're looking at 1750 to 1850 for phases 1 to 4, and then 1550 to 1650 AED for phases 5 to 8. And that's pretty much the whole prices and returns wise. Comparison with communities is something which is very necessary in today's day, because you're not just looking at one property, you're looking at many properties as well. You have a lot of properties that you can compare to, specifically just around the community. You have Damak Hills, you have Ranches 2, you have Town Square, for which we have only taken Maha because that was the most recent handover. Then you have Tilal Al Gaf as well. Developer wise, you're looking at Damak Hills is obviously Damak, Ranches 2 is Imar, Town Square is Nashama, and Tilal Al Gaf is Majid Al Futeh. Price wise, 3 million to 5 million for Damak Hills, and upgraded units will be for above 5.5 million dirhams. Now the 3 million is for the 3-bedroom townhouses, and the 5 million is for the 4-bedroom. The Ranches 2 will be 3.3 to 5.3 million dirhams. You're looking at a pretty similar price range. For Town Square, it's going to be 2.9 to 4 million dirhams. For Tilal Al Gaf, is going to be 3.5 to 6 million dirhams. Looking at the rents in all of these communities, pretty much the same. The bar is kind of the same in the whole area, because prices wise we can still differentiate. Rents is something people can just jump from one community to another, because it's just 1 year someone might stay and decide to get a lower rent, right? So this rent is pretty much stagnant over there. Rents wise, 160 to 270,000, 3-bed to 4-bed again. Ranches 2, 180 to 245. Town Square is going to be on the lesser side, 155 to 210,000. Tilal Al Gaf is 180 to 350,000. Price per square feet wise, we're looking at 1400 to 1500 dirhams for Damak Hills. Ranches 2 is 1700 to 1900, pretty much same as Mudon Al Ranim. Town Square is at 1500 dirhams. Tilal Al Gaf is 2000 to 2250 AD. Now, someone might argue that the price per square feet is lower in Damak Hills. The thing with Damak Hills is that there is a lot of units to choose from. You obviously have so many townhouses, so many clusters, so many communities within Damak Hills that your competition is vast. You're not just comparing one community within one community like Mudon Al Ranim to Mudon Al Ranim. You're comparing something in Damak Hills within like there are going to be so many clusters in that, which means your competition is very different. Hence why the price per square feet comes to 1400 to 1500 dirhams. And obviously, Dubai Properties, Damak, I'm not going to say much. Ranches 2, something which is again a government developer, semi-government developer, and has matured in the market. You're looking at the price rate being set. Obviously, these are townhouses which have been handed over previously, right? What I believe is new is always better. So I go by that saying, new is always better, and people will always choose a newer property compared to an old one. Looking at the price per square feet, 1700 to 1900. Town Square is sitting at 1500 dirhams, and then Tilal Al Gaf, yeah, as I said. So Town Square is again 1500 because I believe the kind of exclusivity you get in Mudon Al Ranim is not the same as what you get in Town Square. You have so many units in one cluster of Town Square to choose from compared to what Mudon Al Ranim is. Now, in Town Square, you also have something which is back to back townhouses. Back to back townhouses are those that share a wall, whereas comparatively in Mudon Al Ranim, you don't have that. There is no single house that is sharing a wall with another house, which increases your privacy, which increases the appeal of the house, and which increases the security as well. And then the handover year, you'll see that these houses have been handed over quite before, specifically of the Mac Hills and Ranches 2. The Mac Hills, majority of them were 2016 to 2018. Ranches 2 is final was in 2021. Town Square was the most recent, and also Tilal Al Gaf. Right, Town Square was in quarter 3 of 2025, and then Tilal Al Gaf was 2024, 2025, and 2025 start. Okay, future plans. Now, future plans is something which is very, how would I say, a driving. Uh, Now, future plans is a driver for each and every community in Dubai. When we look at what future plans are there for Mudon, on the left side over here where I'm pointing towards, if you can see, that is going to be a school. You have a school coming up over here other than the school that is coming right now, which is the Ash International School. It's going to be an IB curriculum school, and it's going to be ready in August of 2026. You have one more school which is coming towards this side. You have a community center which is going to come over here on the far left, as you can see where I'm showing, which means the whole traffic that is towards one community center right now is going to be shifted to there as well. So you have a split of the people who live in Mudon going to any of the community centers. So most of the older matured communities will be using the community center which already exists, whereas the newer one will be used by Mudon Al Ranim and the Arabella phases which are on that side as well. You have a hotel which might be coming up soon. There is no announcements on that. You have a mosque coming in the future as well. So pretty much a lot is planned in Mudon, not just residential wise, but also something that caters to the families over there, right? And that was pretty much it for the presentation. Now, one thing I want to explain, just as a thought I had during the video, was when you look at the whole map of Dubai right now, let's start it from Maritime City and end it towards Palm Jumeirah. That's how the world perceives Dubai. And then when you put it in the middle, fold it up, you see Dubai Hills or Al Quoz area just comes in the middle a bit, right? But where Dubai is headed is expanding towards both the sides. You have Dubai Islands, which is coming up towards the Port Rashid Maritime City, and then on the left side you have your Dubai International, the Al Maktoum International Airport, and also Palm Jebel Ali. So, which means the Dubai map is expanding. And when you again fold up a piece of paper in half and half again, you'll see that there is a line which is created which puts Mudon within that vicinity of townhouses and villas. So, if you're looking at townhouses and villas specifically, you're looking at a line of Motor City, you have Sports City, you have Mudon, you have Damac Hills, you also have Nashama, you also have Ranches 2, you have, I think, pretty much those communities which come directly almost in the middle, right? So, where my point lies is one of the newest communities is going to be Mudon Al Ranim. You have your town square as well, which is comparatively affordable in price, yes, but floor plans wise, there is almost close to nothing that beats Mudon Al Ranim. The size is great. You might argue you have Damac Lagoons, but as I said, Dubai Properties or Damac, just come and have a look. You can go and look at Damac Lagoons. You can go and look at the Mudon Al Ranim with me, right? You'll be able to see the difference in communities, which is where I'm going to end my video. And that was pretty much it. If you have any suggestions of what I make videos on, I'm going to be making more of Mudon. Just give a quick tour about Mudon Al Ranim 4 as well. I'm visiting that soon. I have a handover coming up over there, and explore Mudon Al Ranim 4 because it's going to be a while since the other townhouses is going to be handed over, which is phases 5 to 8. So that was it for my YouTube channel, guys. This was Dhruv Bindrani. Like, share, and subscribe.